You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and I'm back for another episode of Road to Glory, and today we will be continuing on with our Barclays Premier League team as we have done in the last couple of episodes. Now, the first thing we are going to go off and do is make a signing. I realised that Javinho was injured and I didn't see the reason to heal him and waste some coins when I could just go and make the signing I would have made anyway later in the episode. So we go off and buy ourselves an inform Ben Arthur, the first inform. I don't see the point in spending an extra 50,000 coins just to get an extra one rating point. However, the inform is 4 better than the actual original Ben Arthur, so definitely worth picking him up for 50k. Anyway, you can see here the team's actually starting to look pretty beast. I mean, we've still got a few episodes left to go before this team is sold on and we move on to something else. But, you know, we've got informed Ben Arthur, Bale, upgraded in Aguero, you know, got Modric. We've got a whole bunch of good players. We've got Team of the Season, Leighton Baines, so team's actually looking pretty nice. And we head off into our first game and we come up against what is typically quite a nasty team, quite a lot of pace in it. Obviously Sturridge, Hernandez, Bale, Theo Walcott and Jose Enrique, all very, very quick players. So definitely one that I was quite wary of, I won't lie. And we did quite well actually in the first bit of the game. I mean, Joe Hart obviously is very, very good and it's very difficult to beat him, but Ben Arthur just proved there that he was better as he pushed the other guy out of the way and got that rebound and put it into the back of the net for us. So I was pretty happy. Ben Arthur getting his first goal for the club within about 6 minutes of starting for the team, so a pretty good start for him. Anyway, it wasn't much longer before Bale went through, an easy ball from Aguero, just putting him through, and Joe Hart just couldn't get his foot out long enough. I've seen him save those plenty of times though, so I wasn't too confident when I took that shot, and I was kind of surprised when it went in. Now, this is the sort of situation you never want to concede from. You saw there it was 2 on 4 situation. I had all my 4 defenders were back. He had 2 strikers and it's just terrible defending from my centre-backs. I moved them into the wrong positions, I committed them early, etc, etc, and you just don't want to do that. That's the situation you don't want to, because if you're conceding from that situation you're really going to struggle, because that sort of situation is the one that comes up all the time. So you need to be confident enough to defend those situations and not concede. Anyway, we took the lead and we went further in front. We moved through Bale, nice cross and a nice goal from him. But eventually this guy did actually make his way back into the game, equalising later on. And I mean, his Joe Hart was so much better than mine. You know, his Joe Hart and David Luiz were tearing me apart and I just couldn't. Mine were doing nothing. So despite wanting to play extra time and penalties and this guy saying he was a subscriber, he just didn't want to. I don't understand, you know. He messaged me halfway through the game saying he was a subscriber. You'd think he'd want to play on and find out who could win. But apparently he just wanted to disappear and just leave it at that. So fair play to him. Anyway, we go into the next game and I came up against this team. Now this is the sort of team I really hate, the ones that haven't got any chemistry links, but you know, he's obviously chosen all of the most difficult and horrible players to play against, like Doumbia is ridiculously fast, same with Bale, Ribery, Ibrahimovic is a tank, and the fact that he hasn't got any chemistry means that he's going to be doing stuff like this. I knew this is exactly the sort of thing that he would be trying to do all game. And unfortunately Sanya just wasn't fast enough, he just didn't do well enough. I didn't think Sanya really performed all that well in this game. You saw there him just running down the wing with Doumbia and then like a couple of seconds later exactly the same thing again. This time Bale, turning provider, and Doumbia there to head it in. And this is all this guy did all game. I knew that I was getting into this when I saw the team that I was playing against, and I thought that I would be able to counter it. Now he just used that left wing over and over again, and to be honest I just didn't stand a chance. I mean, I came back a couple minutes later, but this was pretty much where the heads went down. The guys just didn't. I mean, I dominated the game from this point on when Ibrahimovic scored. I mean, Leighton Baines really shouldn't have let that header go past him, but I dominated the game. But you know, I just had one of those games where I just couldn't get anything in, nothing would, you know, find its way into the back of the net, and he eventually, against the run of play, scored again with Ibrahimovic. So you know, 4-1, actually quite an embarrassing defeat. I mean, I don't like to lose by that sort of margin, but sometimes that's just a game. I think that no matter what I'd done in that game, I don't think that I was going to win it, despite having a lot of possession in the second half. Anyway, go into our final game of the day and we come up against a 4-1-2-1-2 Barclays Premier League team, a lot of non-res, not particularly special players, so I wasn't too bothered about this. I mean, obviously Gerrard, he has informed Welbeck, informed Shawcross and Joe Hart, but apart from that I wasn't really worried about any of the other players that had on this team, especially when you know, easy goals like that, not anything particularly difficult about that, just a simple pass and a simple finesse shot into the back of the net. was all it took to beat him. And you can see there Modric getting lucky when the ball drops him in the box from the corner, and extending our lead to 2-0. So we were pretty much cruising at this point, and it wasn't until the 77th minute when we actually got it a bit further in front. You see there Ben Arthur, quite uncharacteristically considering he's so small, getting a goal from a header from Bale's cross. So a bit of a compensation after those two probably not so good games, and we end up winning that 1-3-0. So I wasn't too displeased with my performance in the day. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I might be live streaming right now when this video is uploaded, so please come along. We'll be doing Stream Builder if I am. So head over to the link. The link's in the description and everything. So yeah, I will leave it there, and I will see you all next time.